How's everyone doing today? I'm be talking about the Xenomorph in Alien Earth. I was gonna do a video where I just talk about the holy moly, my brain just melts when I try to speak sometimes. I was gonna do a video where I talk about the Xenomorph only in episode 5 because I thought it was a bit shitty how the Xenomorph was compared, very stinky, shitty diaper. But I'm just gonna talk about him in Alien Earth in general. Now, watching Alien Earth, I think it's pretty cool how the main focus isn't on the Xenomorph. There's other like aliens that they focus on. Whale and Yutani get want their grubby mints on the aliens, and then it goes over to Prodigy. Prodigy have their little dirty grease fingers on them, and there's kind of like a battle between 5 organizations and which alien zoo animals they get to keep for research purposes or to take over the Earth because they're like fucking Hitler and Putin. But I'm going to be talking about the Xenomorph because the Xenomorph, I feel like, is pretty fucking different how it was portrayed in the movies. In the movies, the Xenomorph seemed so fucking menacing. In like Alien vs. Predator, Grid, that guy off 2 Predators. One of them was an ambush and the second one was a good fight, but in the second one, the Predator's brain just crawled out of its butthole and just went on a vacation to the fucking septic tank or some shit because the Predator for some reason just like was taking his time with his dagger. He had the Xenomorph down. He had the Xenomorph pinned down in its goth mommy fish net, and then he just like sort of just didn't do shit. And in Alien Romulus they were fucking menacing as shit as well. But apart from the fucking Xenomorph catching your one in Alien Romulus, I still don't know what they were doing there. The Xenomorph just decided to become Superman or something. It's like Superman possessed the Xenomorph, and instead of like killing her, it caught her. Even if it did catch her, it could just like stab her like this, like a spear or some shit. I also forgot to mention the Xenomorph in Alien vs Predator Requiem was a fucking menace. It bred Alien, bro. He went down with Wolf. But anyways, the Xenomorph in Alien Earth is kind of mixed for me. When I first seen the alien, I was like, damn, he is a menace. Because I swear some of the first scenes I seen of the alien, he was fucking slaughtering people left, right, and center. He was killing people like in 5 seconds, bro. It's like grating a piece of cheese, but you do it in like 10 seconds, bro. That's what he's doing to the humans all around him. There was a scene where the medic was running from the Xenomorph, and it ran into like this place of these party people or some shit. I don't know. The soldiers are just like, right, we're gonna evacuate the people, and then some dude answers like, no, we're actually having an orgy here. Can you like wait till we finish here? Like, we need to make sure everyone's busted and everyone's like climaxed, So then they just don't. Then they just like fuck off, and then the medic somehow gets in there, and the Xenomorph kills all of them in like 5 seconds flat. Holy shit. There was like about 20 people there, so shit, the Xenomorph just got that done in like, just like that. And I also think it's so cool how the Xenomorph, you could see in the background, it was like blending in with like this statue or tree. I could not see until it like moved. I think that's pretty sick. It's like using camouflage and shit. But then it gets to the medic. When it tries to kill the medic, it doesn't try to kill the medic. They implemented this bullshit in Alien Earth with the Xenomorph for some fucking reason. I feel like it's humifying the Xenomorph more, or just making him less like killer. He's like more friendly or some shit. They like made him so when they're going after a main character or the character that the plot wants to keep alive, so the story can progress, the Xenomorph doesn't kill him. The Xenomorph just forgot it had claws, it had like a tail or something. Like, it killed all the rest of them. Then with this guy, it's like, no, you're my friend. I actually forgot how to kill, bro. Someone bashed me in the head with a bat so hard that my brain just broke in tiny little pieces. My brain disintegrated, bro. I got the fucking white flash from Men in Black into my brain. Because for some reason, when it comes to main characters or like the medic, the Xenomorph just sort of looks at him. He just sort of grins at him like, it's like fucking smiling at it or some shit. It's just being goofy. I'm like, kill him. How is the medic any special from any of the other characters in this? Like, he's the main character, but that's about it, bro. Like, you can kill him. You are able to, with your inner jaw. And there's also the fight with Wendy, or the scene with Wendy. When Wendy was inside of the containment thing that the Xenomorph had the medic in, the Xenomorph seen Wendy, and she just literally looked at him and then just left. It's like, alright, you paid your taxes? Yeah, I'm just gonna go. And then it climbed on top of the container and started like shaking around and shit. I remember like flipped her over, and I'm like, if you really wanted to kill her, you could have just went in there and be like, yeah, you're dead, I'm gonna kill you. And then, but no, because Wendy's the main character, so they need some bullshit in the plot to keep her alive. So then Wendy and the Xenomorph had a scrap, and she had like this little fucking dog hook thing or some shit that you put on ravaged dogs to like control them, be like, don't bite my ball sack off. I don't want to get a circumcision off you. I'm not gonna turn into a woman. She literally done that to the Xenomorph. The Xenomorph had its inner jaw out. The Xenomorph was like had its little fucking piston weapon out, and she hooked it and managed to fucking dog the Xenomorph around. The dog was her little fucking submissive little pet dog. She bitched it around. Like, I guess she's not a human. She's a synthetic. She's fucking OP as fuck. Like, she could crush her balls just like this. She could fucking, crush her head like it's a fucking pumpkin. But come on, the Xenomorph again bitched around by her. Like, she literally had its inner jaw hooked, but it's not like the hook was impelling on her inner jaw or anything, and Xenomorph just sort of just let it happen. It's just sort of being dragged out. And then when the big ass shutter closes on the Xenomorph, there you can hear them fighting and all. I'm just there thinking this must be some good old fight. Like, I'm thinking, yeah, I hope Wendy survives, but it is the Xenomorph. But she ended up beating the Xenomorph. I'm like, holy shit, I swear in this movie, the Xenomorph has aura up until it doesn't. It's like when it comes across the main characters like the aura hoovers. Like, the Xenomorph has aura against characters that no one gives a fuck about. You could like walk past the character dying, you could be like, get a load of this guy, he's fucking gasping for it. What a pussy, bro. You just had a heart attack, man the fuck up. But then when it comes to the main character, they're just like, all that shit goes them the fucking shitter, bro. It's like me taking a shit. That's their aura when they come across the main character. And she didn't even use like any proper weapon or anything. She took a blade from like a paper cutter machine, and yeah, it used that on the Xenomorph. Now granted, the Xenomorph also did put up a really good fight against her, because she was like nearly dead, bro. She was like a fucking cancer victim, like on her last fucking couple of days on being on this earth. And then we get to the latest episode, and the Xenomorph in that one was probably the worst part of the fucking Xenomorph I have ever seen. The Xenomorph, when it's chasing one of the main characters, first of all, the main character, she got told by the cyborg, yo, go with the group, go do something, stop being a sack of shit, and actually listen to me. She still was standing there looking at the room where two people died previously. I'm like, lad, we get it, you've seen people die, but there's an alien on board, there's also a saboteur. Why are you like looking at this fucking big ass window like it's an IMAX screen in the Omniplex cinema, like, So then when the Xenomorph finds her, for some reason, it doesn't attack her. It does the same bullshit that it did with the medic. It just looks at her, so can fucking salivate her, and like she's a fucking, medium-sized Apache pizza with all the fucking toppings and all on it. And she decides to, like, the Xenomorph trips her up. She still gets up and decides to run. And this is also really bullshit to me. This, like, made me think, is the Xenomorph's fucking legs, like, imbued with, like, steel or some shit? Because I swear in the chase scene with the fucking woman, the Xenomorph was running after her for quite a while, I will say, and she was gaining speeds on it. I swear you could see from the Xenomorph's perspective, she's getting further and further away from it. I'm like, holy fuck, who gave this woman the fucking speed hacks? Who gave this woman the motivation to run from the Xenomorph? Like, is her adrenaline like fucking overtime? Like, does she have unlimited adrenaline or some shit? Did someone call her a bitch earlier on and be like, right, and use that anger to run away from the Xenomorph? Because the Xenomorph in that scene was just so slow to me. I'm like, lad, the perfect organism, more like the perfect sack of potatoes, bro. The Xenomorph is supposed to be speedy as fuck. The Xenomorph is known to be like flexible, and so it's so fast, it's like able to dodge bullets and shit. But no, not in this one, bro. You could like fucking, you could throw a ball like the most laziest way ever. You could like throw the ball like a fucking brain dead vegetable, and it would probably still hit the Xenomorph in this one. The Xenomorph was so slow. I don't know how the Xenomorph couldn't catch up with it. It's like the Xenomorph broke its leg and was running after your one on crutches. And then there's this fight scene where the Xenomorph fights Teocellus, the eyeball thing. I thought this was a pretty sick fight scene, but I just thought the Xenomorph looked so weak in this one. Holy moly, guacamole, bro. The fucking, first of all, Teocellus does some fucking ninja shit. It like does a dead dying light parkour off a fucking table and hops onto her bag like it wants to fucking give the Xenomorph a hickey. And then I'm just thinking, if the actual, no fucking restraint plot armor Xenomorph seen this, he would have just grabbed it with his tail and chucked it across the room before the Teocellus could touch him. But then the Teocellus got on top of the Xenomorph, bit into him, didn't bite in hard enough because no acid blood leaked out. And I was like thinking it bit into him, shouldn't it like, be hurt? But no, it didn't bite hard enough, I guess. And the Xenomorph was struggling hard. Theocelis was making the Xenomorph its bitch. Holy shit, man. If the Xenomorph didn't have its little spare tail, the Xenomorph would have been its little bitch boy, to be honest, because it couldn't get Theocelis off of him until it started poking it with its tail multiple times, trying to turn him into like cheddar cheese. The Xenomorph like had to turn the fucking body into a school shooter victim. And then when it finally did get the Theocelis off of it onto the fucking table, Theocelis hopped out of the body. Xenomorph took so long with its inner jaw. I don't know why it does this in the fucking TV show so much. It's kind of annoying. It just takes its time. I'm like, lad, you're supposed to be a killing machine. You see the fucking predator, that's your op. You go after him like he has the fucking secrets to the universe or some shit. But then for some reason, it was looking at this corpse that Theocelis possessing, like, it's like taking so long. It's like warming up or some shit. It's like it was updating its inner jaw. Its inner jaw needs the latest fucking security updates or something. So then the Theocelis it hops out of the body and attacks the Xenomorph. The Xenomorphs are like, no fucking shit. Like it's a wasp attacking him or something. Like the Xenomorph should just grab the thing and threw it off of him. And I don't even think the Xenomorph even grabbed it. I think like Theocelis might have hopped off or he might have shaked it off. But I still feel like Theocelis kind of made Xenomorph its bitch. And the Xenomorph then just ran after her and only killed her one when she was cornered. And then when she got to the cyborg, the Xenomorph couldn't do shit because the cyborg was already closing in. But yeah, I don't know. The Xenomorph in Alien Earth just kind of seems like they really made a killing machine and they just sort of like took away what made it a killing and just kind of made it a plot device for like the humans and other aliens. It really does seem like in this TV show, the Xenomorph isn't the main threat. It's just a little side character. It's like the Robin of all the alien species in this TV show. It's like the little bro. It like he gets this shit kicked out of it like a little bro does. And also, I'm just gonna mention this. I think the alien looked way too human for me. I think that like it made it so obvious that it was a person wearing a costume. It just made me feel like it was some dude at Comic-Con who was practicing Tai Chi or ninjutsu or the fuck for a home like 48 hours, and that's how I was able to fight Theocelis. It just and chase the humans. The Xenomorph didn't seem like a Xenomorph. It seemed like a fucking furry or some shit. Because the way it was acting, it was, I don't know, like it didn't seem to have that killer instinct or anything. It didn't seem alien to me. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to yap about the Xenomorph and Alien Earth because I do think it's a bit bullshit. And yeah, hope you did enjoy this video. See you later.